I also like to show you how to add a video onto your LMS or to your website, which is pretty easy. Again, this may be something you know how to do. If you don't, then it's here. So I'm going to go ahead and go into one of my playlists, and you can share a whole playlist if you like, if you want everyone to get access and see that on your LMS or your web page. You can share that and go to the embed, and you can actually put that on. Most of the time, you can resize your video right inside the LMS or the web page. Sometimes not, so you might need to change these numbers before you go and to embed that code. And so there's some different sizes here you can choose from. You can put a custom size, but once you get that, then you can grab that URL code, that HTML code, not URL, HTML code, and you can copy and paste that in to your site, or you can do it by individual videos. So you can go on and we can click on that video and we can go to share and embed and get that code just for that specific video, and it will play that video and then other videos after it. So it'll start with that video and then it will continue on. So I can do current video, which is what it's going to do by going to the video itself, or if I wanted to play the whole playlist at the start, I can click that. I go in, I can pick that, and then I can go into my my LMS, and I can go in and put that in. So let's say I want to go in, and we use Canvas at my school corporation. You may be using something else. So it depends what you're using. So I'm going to log into my Canvas account. At the session, there's quite a few of you who are saying you're using this, so this might be helpful. So you can go into your class page, whatever you want to go to. So here I have my design and modeling class, and I have my modules of work, units of work, and I find where I want to put my video. So I'm just going to pick one place. I'm not actually going to put the video in there. So I'm going to put, and wherever you go, whether it's a website or if it's on your LMS, there's probably some sort of editor that you can edit the text and you can edit the HTML code. A lot of the times those are bundled together. So like in Canvas here, when you go and edit one of these screens, you can edit the text. The rich text editor is what we're seeing, or you can do the HTML editor. And that's going to have all this code of stuff that you see on your screen and how it should work. The easiest way to do this and to add this video is go to the very bottom and paste this in. And this code will be down at the bottom. When we click save, what it's going to do is that video is going to be at the very bottom of the screen here. So that is usually true for any sort of website or other things. But so the video is down at the bottom underneath everything else I have. So I could actually drag that up. I can move that around if I needed to. So I can go back to edit here, and most of the time you'll see this gray box. Sometimes it has a little icon in it, tells you it's a video. You could actually drag that around and put it where you need to. You can resize it here. So if I need to make it smaller, I can actually resize it, which, let's see if it's going to cooperate. There we go. And I can manually resize it here. So your website may not work the same. In Canvas, it does tell you the size of the video. And students, they can make it full screen. I usually like to make it small, so it doesn't take up the whole screen. It's not as big as it originally was. It doesn't need to be. So once we go and change that, then I can click save, and I have my video embedded into Canvas. And as you can see, it's a little smaller now, a little more manageable. You don't have it taking up a whole big spot on the screen. So we're viewing it through my teacher account, so it's going to look different when the students view it, because you won't have all this other stuff going on around the outside of the screen. So that's how you embed into your LMS or a web page. You just need to make sure that you go to the HTML editor and not just the rich text editor, or else all you're going to get is a bunch of code sitting there on your screen not doing any work. So the other things I want to show you are, I showed you the add-on, the Google add-on for the video notes. I'd like to hit on that. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this. I'll move this over on the other side of the screen. And bring up my drive, which I'll put right over here. I'm working on two screens, so some of the stuff I'm trying to do is on my other screen, so I'm just recording the one. So again, that video notes is a really cool looking add-on on Google. So when you're in your drive, if you go to New and then go to More, you can have a whole bunch of apps you can have attached to your Google account. Some are free, some are kind of free, some are paid for. So you have your basic ones, Google Forms, Drawings, Google Maps, but then I have all these others. So to get to this video notes, you want to click Connect More Apps, and you can just simply search for that app, and you can add that onto your Google account. And once it finds that, you can connect it, and it may come up with some OK or accept sort of messages to make sure it's OK, it connects to your account. So once you have that account connected to your account, then you'll see it here on this list, which is right here. So once I have my video notes set up, what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to get a video URL, and there's all sorts of videos out there we can put on, and the URL is the one up here that you want to connect to. So we can click on the URL we want to copy and then paste it in here, and what it's going to do is it's going to allow us to take notes with the video. So I just grabbed any old video. I'm not picking a certain one, but as we go through, we can watch the video, whatever it may be, and this one is an example of a 3D created roller coaster. And as the video is going, you can take your notes here. And what it's doing is it's time stamping that video so that as you're taking the notes, you know where you took that note. And what's cool is that when you click on this, let's see here, it will take you to that particular point in the video. So at 6 seconds, I took take notes here, and it's at 6 seconds. Or I can go to 15 seconds, and it'll take me to that part of the video. So I know exactly where I took that note. I could see what's going on. And as a teacher, this could be very valuable because you can have students take notes on certain things, and you can see where they took their notes. You can put questions in at certain points of the video, and the students, they'll be able to skip ahead and skip and see where the questions are, and they can answer those questions. So you can actually make sort of like a worksheet on here where you have your questions, and maybe they have to answer them on a piece of paper or in their Google account on a doc or something that you share with them. So this basically just takes notes and timestamps. So it could be a student taking notes, or as a teacher, you can put questions on that they then will know where the questions happen to occur. You may like that, you may not. You may think, well, then the student's just going to skip ahead and go to those questions and answer them. Depends on what you're trying to do, so, and how comfortable you are with the class. So once you have the notes and you have everything that you need for the video and it's all time stamped, you'll save that, and what that does is it saves to your Google Drive. So when we go here to our drive, Let me see if it comes up. Let's see, because it wasn't working before. Let me reload it. I don't see it here. Let me see. It should make a file that you can then view, and it's actually the video. It's actually a video notes. Appears something is wrong with my video notes. Some token that's not out of order. Authorization token. What's supposed to happen is you should have a folder here, video notes, that will have a file that you can use. So you can share that file with your students if it's questions, or you can go in and you can have them share it with you if it's an assignment where they have to take notes. So they can go in and they can share this. You can change the settings on here and have it shared. Depending on what you're using it for, but it's a very useful tool, either to take notes or have questions there that they'll see when they view the video. So that's a little bit about the video notes. So it's something you can experiment with and try. But again, it should have some sort of file or folder with video notes as its label here. Mine's just not working, so I'll have to work on that. So I think that takes us through many of the things I showed you at the conference session. So if you have any questions, ask me, send an email. I don't know exactly when I'll be able to get back to you. Teaching class and doing all sorts of different things. Maybe a little crazy, but I will try to get back to you if there's a question, something I missed. I'm kind of going through this on my plan period, so I don't have all the stuff sitting in front of me. I thought I'd use this time to make this video, and so if I forgot something, didn't cover something, please let me know.